Hey everyone. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. So, just a real quick heads up. I'm probably going to sound super nasally because I am once again sick. It never fails. I always somehow manage to get sick every month. So, just doing a little bit of a coloring slash art update. Mostly coloring. I don't really have much to share as far as art goes because I've been just kind of working on my coloring book. So I'm not sure if I want to show every page just yet, but I do have about 5.5 to 6 pages done already. Well, sketched out, not actually, I haven't actually done the line work or anything. Um, so, first thing I want to mention is I pulled my PDF folder out. Um, I needed to like print some stuff off. So I was looking to see what was in my folder and I was like, I have some whips in here that I need to get around to at some point. So I was looking in here and I have this one where I just only did 2 leaves from this is a print off from the Ken Matsuda coloring book. So I have that. And then I have actually this one too. This one I believe I did with either Neo 2s or watercolor or Albert Duras. I'm not sure. But this is water. And then this one was with polychromos. I'm thinking about pulling this one out just to finish. This was supposed to be like a little video for my Patreon members. But since I don't have Patreon anymore, I think I'm just going to go ahead and finish this. Um, and then I was also looking to finish this one because her hair is almost done. And then I just have to do some shading and stuff. This one's almost done too. I just need to, looks like, shade the flowers on this one. Her skin is already done. Her eyes are done. The hair is done. And so I just need to figure out what colors I'm going to use for her necklace and shading the flowers. So maybe that one. I might pull this one out. And then there was another one. Of this one. Um, I had started coloring this one on this paper and I ended up printing it on a different paper. And this paper is thicker. Plus, I like the way the hair is turning out on this one. I used different pencils. I think on this one I used Holbeins, maybe. And then on this one I use polys. I like using my polys and my Pablos for hair because they stay with a fine point for a longer time. So I might work on this a little bit. Also, I don't think I was 100% sold on these yellow flowers either. I might change the color, maybe white, with a little bit of purple. I'm not sure yet. So it's probably going to be between this one and this one, maybe. Uh, this one's really close, but it would be nice to get a little bit more done on this one. So I might pull this one out. And I have the colors right here. And what's on the back? The mermaid. I'm not 100% sold on her hair. Let me just pull both of these out. Because I think I want to do some workings on her hair. I'm not 100% sold on it yet. So I'm going to pull that one out. And this is one I was doing, I think, for my birthday. I was going to try to do like mostly purple, but I don't like the way the skin came out. It came out kind of weird, so I might reprint this one. Plus, I think this is kind of when my printer was kind of doing weird stuff and the ink didn't come out black. But I think I do want the black, and then I'll just redo it. I do have the colors here too. So this one's pretty much done. I just need to do the shading for this and finish coloring everything else. So I might pull this one out too, actually. I don't want to pull too many out and then just get overwhelmed because I know I'm not going to be working on like 50 million things at once. But then I like to have options as well. And it looks like I already start shading the flowers, but I didn't write down what color. So I'm gonna have to play the guessing game for those. It shouldn't be too hard though, because it's only so many blues. Maybe I will pull this one out. At least the hair is done. Um, and then I just need to figure out. Yeah, maybe I will pull this one out. I don't know about this one though, but I'm gonna pull this one out. And then I'll just give it its own protective sleeve to put in. So this one, I really like how the hair was turning out, but I might add a little bit of a darker brown. I'm not sure yet. I already have 6 colors, and I don't know if I want to be switching between 7 for the hair. So we'll see. I have a whole folder of PDFs, and this isn't even all of mine. These are just the ones that I printed off. So yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull those out. Let me get a sleeve for this one. Let's see. Here's one. And then that way nothing happens to it while it's sitting on my desk. Oh, come on. Okay. So I have these 3 to work on. This one I'm not sure yet, but definitely these 2. Another thing I re-pulled out is Dark Fairy Tales. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do anything in here or not, but if I do, I'll probably do some work on this page, but I'm not sure yet. This page or the purple one. I also might do some work on the Little Mermaid page, wherever that's at. Oh, right here. Do a little bit of work maybe on this one. And this, if I do work on this one though, I'll probably record it because I know there were a couple people that were kind of following along. So I do want to record that. Probably. Don't hold me to it because I don't want you guys to be like, you said, and I didn't. Don't hold me to it. Okay. Last week, or I think it was this week, we were swatching my new acrylic markers. So I finished the swatches, and I guess there is some kind of color order they had going on. So on the paper, they're in somewhat of an order, and in the box, they were not. So what I did was I just looked on here and found the number, wrote it, swatched it. Found the number, swatched it. Originally, I was pulling them out of the box and it was just kind of like going all over the place, like in random spots. So, um, I started looking here and then finding the marker and then just going in order that way. So they are finally put I put them in my little marker tower that I have. My little brother got me them for my birthday. Well, he got me an Amazon gift card and I used it for those. So I want to get two more at least because I have one here in front of me and then I have one here. I want to put one here and one here. So they're kind of going around me like that. And the only thing I have in it is my acrylic markers. So one of them has my Tule Arts. And originally, the second one had my Shuttle Art and my Just Arts. But I took those out and I put these in there. And then my Shuttle Art and Just Art are in the box that these came in for now. But I do want to get two more. They're really nice. The stands, and they're holding up pretty well actually. And the markers are really good too. I know I haven't said anything about them, but um, they were all opaque. I didn't have anyone that was dry. They were all pretty juicy. Some of them are semi-transparent, but other than that, um, they were really good. None of them were dry. So I know there were some reviews. Here's the colors. I know there were some reviews that were saying, oh, they got theirs and they were dry. I didn't have that issue. So, um, what else? Oh, I also pulled out, yeah, I pulled out Serene. So Nick Filbert apparently has a new book, and TaylorMade was telling us about it. I'm sorry, Coloring with TaylorMade was telling us about it, and so I went over there and I asked her for the link, and she sent it to me, and I ordered it. So supposedly my book is supposed to be here sometime this week. I don't know exactly when, but sometime this week. I don't. I mean, they gave me a date, but usually, with me and postal services, the dates are never correct. So I don't want to say when it's coming because it might not necessarily come that day, just because I said it. So I pulled this one out in the meantime, and I have been working on a whip that it's been a whip for a while. A lot of these pages in here has been a whip for a while, but I pulled it out and I have been working on this one. So last night I started working on the green dots. So I did the green dots down here, and then I was finishing up the I was calling it purple poison swirls. I don't know what they are. Um, I think some people were saying that they are plants or something. I don't know. It's purple poison swirls for me. So I was finishing those up. And so I have the pencils on my desk for the swirls and for the dots because I was kind of doing them at the same time. I would do a couple swirls, and then when I would get tired of that, I would do the dots. And I'm using polys for both. I also put a little bit of gold on her sleeve. Let me see if you guys can. On her sleeve there. So she's got a little bit of gold going on. And I haven't quite figured out what colors I'm going to do for her horns and things like that. But I think I know I want the background to be kind of like a violet. or maybe like a some kind of a maybe a pink would bring out the swirls. So I was looking at this Sakura pink right here. It's this really bright one. And I might do that. I was gonna do a light pink, but I was like, no, I kind of like the Sakura pink. And I don't mind. There's words on the other side, but I use alcohol markers in here because technically it's double sided. I mean, it's single sided. So I might just grab my alcohol marker and do the background with that. And then originally I was going to do green. And I just don't think it would look right. I don't know. I feel like keeping it pink would be better. And then I couldn't find like a green that I thought I would like. Maybe this limeade one. I don't know. It might clash too much though with the dots is my problem. So I think I'm gonna stick with the pink. And I just want to see. Let me grab it if I can find it really quick, and we'll. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So I just what I do. I just take a piece of um, paper and stick it back there. And I'm just gonna do like this little spot over here. See if I like it. Yeah, I like the pink. That's gonna make everything pop. And I'll probably put a little bit of shading. Oh yeah, look at that next to the green there. I'll probably do a little bit of shading, just a little bit, not too much around the edges, maybe just to give it a little bit of pizzazz. But I do like the pink. The pink was a good choice. So that's what I was doing last night. And I'm just working on different things in different books a little bit at a time. I'm not rushing to finish any pages. I'm not trying to finish any pages. I think when I do that is when I get a little bit overwhelmed and then I don't want to color at all and things are just kind of sitting on my desk and I'm just kind of staring at stuff. So I'm just going to kind of work on a little bit at a time, whatever I feel like working on. And then I'll just kind of share updates with you guys on what I'm doing as far as, coloring and stuff goes. Because uh, I've been working a lot on my art lately, so I haven't really been coloring much, but I want to try to see if I can incorporate both because since I am working on my coloring book mostly, I think because I do take breaks from those pages, those sketches, because I don't want to rush it. So I think when I take a break from that, I can find some things to color and work on and hopefully have some kind of update for you guys weekly. I want to try to go back into that, but don't hold me to it because I switch around a lot. So if you don't see an update, don't panic. It's just probably because I either didn't do anything that week or, I just didn't get around to it or I feel like it wasn't enough for a video. And that's okay. Just know that if things slow down, which I'm going to try not to, but if things slow down on YouTube, it's because I'm working on the coloring book and I'm trying to prioritize that. Also, I didn't stream last week because I was sick. So, um, I want to try to I mean, I'm still sick. I caught a cold now. So, but I want to try to stream this Wednesday. I don't know what I'm gonna stream. If I don't stream Wednesday, then I'll stream Thursday because usually I stream on Wednesdays, but lately, I kind of like Wednesdays to be my do nothing day. Usually that's Thursday, but I think I want to switch it around. So, uh, we'll see. I'm not really sure. I don't have a set stream schedule, and I don't really want to make one, but I was trying to stream on Wednesdays or Thursdays since those are my off days, but I don't really have a set stream schedule. So it's kind of like when I'm live, I'm live. I also want to try to get back into making just regular videos because not everybody can make it to the live. And I know sometimes people prefer the videos because it doesn't seem like they missed out on anything. So, and I know sometimes when, there's live streams, it kind of feels like you're missing out because we're all having, our conversations and you're not actually there. So you might miss out on something or because I don't know if I have the chat on replay. So if it's not on replay, it might seem like you missed out. But with a regular video, everybody's on the same page because it's only me kind of talking. There is no side conversations. So I want to try to have some more regular videos. That way, there's some on the same page type of things going on. So, but don't quote me. My channel is pretty sporadic. I don't have set schedule. I don't have, where I have videos releasing every day on the same day every week. I don't do any of that because I do work full time. So um, if I start like a color in chat or a color along and you don't see the rest of it, I bounce around a lot. I don't necessarily have to or may not necessarily want to finish something. I might want to move on to something else. Feel free to finish whatever it is you were following along with me on your own, um, if you don't want to wait because uh, I'm not going to rush to finish a page. I'm not going to try and finish a page just because you are following along. I know that might sound kind of messed up, but I don't mean it in that way. It's just that I do work full time and I might not have the time to just sit and do one page because I do color very slow. So, I want to try to get multiple things done. I may be wanting to do portraits one week or, learning how to a new technique another week. So, if you're following along on something and you don't want to wait, go ahead, keep going. Because usually I've already given you the tools to finish it. So, anywho, I do like this pink. It's pretty good. Uh, I'll darken like probably the areas around maybe a little bit or something, but it's coming along. I see some parts that are a little bit patchy, and I'll just take the marker and kind of go over it again so it's not too patchy. But yeah, so that's what I have going in this book. And then when the other one comes, I'm most likely going to start a page in there. Uh, if it comes on an off day, then we'll flip and pick a page together. But if not, then I'll pick it on my own and you'll see my update. You'll see the page I chose in the update. I hope there's like a test page or something in there where I can test the materials. I don't know what kind of paper it's going to be on. I hear it's good paper. We'll see. But yeah, so there's this one, and then I'll probably work on her skin this week too. But I want to finish the purple poison ribbons and the dots first, and then work on her. So I have that going on. And then the last thing I wanted to show you guys was I pulled out my, let me just grab it here really quick, my Arteza mica powders. And I was curious about something. And I was wondering if I could mix them with my watercolors without making my own watercolors because I don't feel like doing all of that. So what I did was I pulled out my watercolor palette, and you can. I don't know if you guys can catch that, but I pulled out my purple watercolor and I put a little bit of the blue mica powder in it, and then I paint it with it. So I don't know if you guys can see that sparkle or not. And then I did the same thing down here with the blue one, but I only put a little bit, like what was left on the palette. But you can definitely see it, and it's super sparkly. So I have like this big set, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna play around with it. And there's like some, like I have black and some grays, but there's like some iridescent ones in here, like a boatload of those. I have like a purple, I guess, one, and whatever color this is, gold. So, but then there's other colors, like there's like these green kind of ones. I got these mica powders a while ago, like years, and I never really used them. So I want to try to use them when I want some glittery effects in my watercolors. And that way they get used up, and I'm not just wasting powders that I'm never going to use. So like look at this blue one. This blue one is pretty. This is ice blue. And then we have like other blues, like this one. This is bright blue. This one's really pretty. So I want to try to incorporate some of these in my books. There's some pretty pinks. This is a bubble bath pink, and some purples. Some of them have more in them, and some of them have like just a little bit, because I think they do them by weight. So some of them have a bunch of them in here. There's a nice bronze, and then some of them have like just a little. This is burgundy. There was one where it just looked like there was nothing in it, and I was like, wow. And then I was reading, they were saying that, I don't remember which one it was, and I'm not gonna hold you guys up looking for it, but there's a gold. There's a couple golds. There's like a yellowish gold, and these been in my closet for a while, so some of them I have to kind of shake up a little bit. But look at that gold. And then this is a Aztec gold. I guess I can show you the bottom. So I think there's like some silver in here. There's a copper. Oh, look, there's a light gold. I haven't looked at them in a while, so this is pretty. And a pure gold. So I have 4 golds, which is cool. There's some browns in here, camel brown, and different, like this is like a wine red color. Here's the silver. It looks more like a gray, but that's supposed to be silver. It might be more than one silver in here, but I'm gonna play around with them. I think some of them have like 2 tones. Like this says light plum, but it looks like it has like some blue in it. And then these iridescent ones I kind of want to play around with too. But there's a bunch of different nice little colors in here. So like look at this one. I know you guys probably can't see because the light. This has like green, but it's like, that's pretty. So there's like different ones. There's like some yellows and some oranges and stuff. So I want to play around with them. I might do it on a live stream. I won't do it in this video because it might take a while. But I just wanted to show you guys that I did pull them out so that we can have a play. Um, I I'll probably I did a little test, like I said, and it came out really cool. So I want to test more colors, and this is just my Arteza watercolor thing I'm gonna use for just random stuff like that. So I pulled that out, and yeah. So it is 6:30 in the morning. I've barely slept, and I am going to go lay down because I do have to work today. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update of what I've been working on. And that's it for now. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.